Is proofs and everything else. If it's in close proximity, right?
Yeah.
And it's blocking out a part of the sun, and it blocks off a part of the sky. So as a part of the stars are missing, that means it's part outside of our atmosphere. That's, if you do the simulations, if you do the mathematics, you can get the distance of this object, you can get the size of this object, Pastor, and then it says right after that, the key to the bottomless pit is an angel opens up the pit right after that. So it's as if something comes right, positions itself right there beside us, and it blocks off a third part of everything. And then all of a sudden, the bottomless pit is open. And it says, when it says smoke comes out of the pit, well, if something were that close and that big, based on the mathematics, by revelation, it will cause earth eruptions like we've never seen before on this earth. It will cause earthquakes all over the place. And so smoke would fill the sky if this happens, right? Well, it's going to happen according to Revelation. And that is one of the biggest proofs.
It is the biggest proof that Mike from around the world, COT, is not actually telling the full truth. So we read, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became blood. Okay, so this is what's happening to the skies. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, as a fig tree cast her untimely figs when she is shaken of the mighty wind. Okay, so these angels fell, and the stars of the sky fell to the earth. Okay, it's all the other translations say fell to the earth, so that's good. But they don't want you to understand that in Job 38:30 that the sun was already blocked, and the waters are hid with the stone, and the face of the deep is frozen. Well, that stone is blocking the light from the earth. And when you get into from light, and this is Job listening to the Lord's explanation about creation and the powers of it. So if the stone is blocking the light from the earth, then in Genesis 1:2, the stone was blocking the deep, and the deep is in Genesis 1:2. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Okay, so this is the earth before it was created as a living sphere for man. It was blocked because the angels that were deceived by Lucifer had to be removed from the Father's presence, put into this water. As Jesus said, I'll be with you when you pass through the waters. And I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Or before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew thee. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. So the stone was removed. God said, let there be light. And the process of salvation started.
And it blocks off a part of the sky. So as a part of the stars are missing, that means it's part outside the atmosphere.
But the stars aren't missing. They fell to the earth, as the scriptures say in Revelation 6:12.